Ginger from my sister Scrapper. Welcome back. This is part 4 of our pocket page mini album tutorial series. So hopefully everybody got their papers cut, and I went ahead and inked around all my edges. I used antique linen from Tim Holtz Distress Ink, and I inked the pages as well as the design paper as well as my actual pages. So what I like to do is I like to plan where my papers are going to go and how my pages are going to be. So I like to just go ahead and lay my papers out on top of my pages. So what I've done here is I'll just show you what I did. That my first page is going to be, I'm going to have this pink here on this flap, and then this will open, and I'm going to have this yellow polka dot with the little birds right here. So that's my first page, and then it will flip over, and on the back of my page I'm going to have this plain pink. So then for my second page, so these two will be facing like this. I'm going to have this little print here, and then I'm going to flip it over, and I will have my flap, but it's going to be on this side of my page. So I just, flipped it upside down before I put my papers on. And so then it'll open like this. And then for my third page, this is where I'm going to go ahead and put my little tag pages. So both of them, the two tag pockets, will be on one hinge, and I'll show you how we're going to do that when we get ready to put our pages on the hinges. But this is going to flip like this, and then this one will flip next, and then I've got another page with the pocket with the flap on the right hand side, and it will flip out this way like this, and then it will flip over, and these two pages will be side by side like this, and then this page will flip over, and then this is where I've got the page that has the extra little tag that we stapled in the middle here. So it's going to flip out like this, and then I have the page here, and then we'll have two tags that'll go inside here. And then on the last page, it's going to face this way, and this is the one we didn't do a flap or we didn't do any type of thing on there, but I did come up with another little fold out that I think would look really cute. So what it's going to do is I'm going to have a piece of design paper there, and then my fold out is going to look like this. Get those pages out. That's going to go on here, and then we're going to have a little closure here that I'll show you how to make, and it's going to open like this and open like this. So then we'll have design paper in here and here and here, and then the back of this will get adhered down, and then this will close like this. So you can either use magnets or you can use the little string with the little holes, and that's what I think I'm going to do on this one. So that's going to be our last page. So that's how I like to go ahead and lay my pages out. So then all we have to do is start decorating. So for this before we start that, I want to show you, give the dimensions and how to create this little piece right here. So what I did for my very last page is I created a mat this is going to sit on top of. And this piece right here is going to be 4 inches high by 8 inches this way. And this design mat right here is going to be 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay? So to create this, you're going to go ahead and cut your paper to 4 inches by 8 inches. And then you're going to go ahead and get your scoring board out, and you're going to lay it in here on the 8-inch side, and you're going to score at 2 inches, then flip it around and score at 2 inches again, and then go ahead and fold, and they should meet right in the middle. Okay, so it's real simple, but that's what we're going to do for that back page. And again, I'll have all the dimensions for this in the description box as well. And also what I decided to do on my pocket mats that are going to go inside my pockets, I went ahead and used a decorative corner punch, this one right here, this little Fiskars one, to go around all of my papers. And then on my actual mats that these are going to sit on, I used my 1/4 inch rounder to round the corners. So that's going to go like this. Okay? Okay. So now all we have to do is go ahead and adhere our paper down. So on the first page, I like to just set it, like again, I've got my pages all in order. So I'm going to set this like this. I'm going to go ahead and get my ATG gun. And this is going to go here on this flap. Right like this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Go ahead and line it up. And stick it down. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and put this piece on like this, and this one's going to go right here. But I'm going to go ahead and put a magnet in this just because I want to show you how to do those, because I've had lots of people ask about it. So go ahead and again, the magnets that I use are from Basic Gray. And I think I've got one open over here. So they come with a, you get 10 sets. So you get 10 with a minus on it and 10 with a plus on it. So you just go ahead and you take it out, put the little paper side down, and you're going to go ahead and attach the magnets together. And what you want to do, the key to magnets, is you want to make sure you can put them in the center. If you put them too close to the edge, your paper has a tendency, because the magnets are so strong, that the paper has a tendency to pull up. So put them in the center as much as you can. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the paper backing off of one side. It doesn't matter which one, either plus or minus. And they have a little adhesive glue dot on the back. We're going to stick that right in the middle here. And again, our magnets are still attached to each other. So then, once we got that one good and stuck, we're going to go ahead and peel the paper off of this other half, the plus side. And then what you do is you go ahead and close your flap and press down, and then go ahead and open. And then there you go. So now you know that your magnets are already lined up, and then all you have to do is go ahead and add your design papers on top of that, which is what I'm going to do now. I usually put a little extra adhesive around where that magnet's going to be, just to make sure it doesn't move. So again, I'm going to go ahead and put this on here and press it down. Now these magnets are really thin, so you can't really tell, but it's, like I said, it's so much better if you can put it in the center of your project. Then I'm going to go ahead and add this piece on top of the other magnet. Again, the binding's on the left, and press down. So there's our first page, and now we're going to flip our, or we're going to turn our page, and this is the back of our page, and my pink paper is going to go back here. Okay, there we go. We have our first page already with our design paper on it. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to adhere the design paper to our pages. Okay, again, we're going to go ahead and add our magnet. So again, we take one plus and we take one minus. We let them attach together and peel the backing off of one. stick it in the middle, press it down, and pull the paper off the other side. Close your flap and press down. And oopsie, see, that happens sometimes. These little boogers are strong. So when that happens, what I do is I usually take a glue dot and stick it on top of there to make it a little more strong. Because these little puppies are really tough. Okay, now let's try it again. Oh, there we go. See? Magic. And then go ahead and put your design paper on top of your magnets. Okay, so there's our second page, and it's going to go just like this. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead, and my third page is going to be my little pocket tags. Same thing. Okay, so our next page is our page that has that little extended flap. So we're going to go ahead and put the design paper on this side first. Okay, so on this piece, just go ahead and put your design paper all over, and it'll cover up your staples. That's why we wanted to staple it before. Okay, so our last page. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put this little piece together. So I'm going to go ahead and put this piece down as my base, and I'm going to try to just center it, and I'm just going to eyeball it. So now we're going to take this piece that we've went ahead and scored, and we're going to go ahead and add the design papers to it. We've got one for the center. And again, this piece is cut at 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. And then I have these two pieces. We want to go ahead and put our design paper on before we do our closure. And this piece is 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. Okay, and then these two pieces are going to go on the outside. so now to create our little closure, we're going to need a circle punch, and I'm going to use this little 3/4 inch. And you're going to need a crocodile and a couple of eyelets and some type of twine or jute string or whatever you want to use to tie around there. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my crocodile. Okay, so I'm going to use this little green colored twine here, and then I'm going to use my crocodile, and I'm going to use 2 little eyelets here. Maybe. I will use these 2 little pink ones, I think, right there. And these are the 3/16 of an inch We Are Memory Keepers eyelets. So what we're going to do is we want to make sure that we can center this. So we're going to get some design paper. We're going to go ahead and punch a couple of holes, 2 for each side, using this little circle punch here. So let me grab my paper. And I want to use, I think I want to use yellow. There we go. And go ahead and punch your 2 circles. Okay. So we're going to put 1 on each side like this. And actually what I think I will do to make it a little more sturdy, I'm going to go ahead and punch out 2 more and double them. Not that they're flimsy, but I just want to make sure they stick. So I'm going to go ahead and take my wet glue and glue these together really quick. Okay, now I'm going to just really quick ink around those. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and, I like to just go ahead and stack them on top of each other, so I just only have to use my hole punch 1 time. And try to get as centered as you can. Make sure I'm using the right one. There we go. And I just eyeball it. That looks about right, maybe right there. There we go. Then what you're going to do is go ahead and place these where you need, and then mark with a pencil where your holes are, so then you can punch your holes in your little flap here. So we're gonna put them like right, put that one right there. And that looks pretty good to me. Right there. Okay. So now go ahead and punch your holes out of these. Again, we're just punching it on this little flap here and on the other side. Okay. Now you're going to go ahead and put your eyelets in here. Right here, but before we do that, we want to go ahead and cut our string. So we can put the one on, depending on which side you want your string to be attached, either the right or the left. I'm going to have my string attached on this side and then wrap it around like this. So we can go ahead and put this one in first. So just go ahead and put your, line your holes up, Put your eyelet in there. And go ahead and secure that. Now, if you wanted, you could have measured this down here and found the center, which would have been 2 inches because it was 4 inches high, but I didn't. I just eyeballed it. So now we're going to take a piece of twine, and my twine is this green, and I got it from thetwinery.com. Their twine is the best. And I think I'll use about, I don't know, we'll say that much. Which is what? About 10 inches. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go ahead and put your twine through the hole, this, just a small little end piece like that, and hold it on one side, and then go ahead and put your circle on top, and then you want to go ahead and put your eyelet in there, and it's a little tight fit, but it'll work. And then go ahead and secure your eyelet. Okay, and then this will hold your little twine in there so it won't come back, and then you can go ahead and just trim that off. Okay, so it's going to go just like this. So then you got your string here, and you can wind it around like this. And the first time you do it, you kind of have to use your fingers and kind of lift up on the circles to get it to close. So you can wind it around like this, and then wind it around like this on this side, and then you can hang like a little tag or something there, and then that's going to go on top. Okay, so that's that. In fact, I might start it this way. That would look neater. Start it from the bottom. There we go. And if your twine's too long, you can always trim it off. Okay, so it's going to look just like that. Cute, huh? Love it. So then we're just go ahead and you can put your, I would use score tape on this to go ahead and adhere this down to there. So we're going to stop the video right there. So what you're going to do is go ahead and get all of your pages decorated with your embellishment, any flowers, any of the cutesy little decorations that you want to put on there, all your embellishments. Go ahead and decorate each page. And then we come back, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to put the pages on your cover. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye.